You watching Sex
Hello,
Tape?
everybody. How's it going?
Oh,
Chase here, AJ, and the one that looks like Jason Voorhees' pus ball of ooze and piss and poof and dog shit is the one with the terrible opinions, Kody. You're
yeah,
just gonna
that
be
that
sitting there with that
that
fucking
that
on.
fucking disgusting rusted bucket of piece of shit.
Yeah, we'll
Cody,
be
you look like a
watching.
retired jerk off. Like one of those homeless fucking bums in GTA that should get stabbed with a fork by his grandma.
Alrighty, so AJ and I will be ranking I'm said reviewing. We'll be ranking all 37 Godzilla films, and Cody will be quiet during
And I
the
just
thing.
want to point out to
I'm
people
just
who
kidding, Cody. You can do
watch
it whatever
this,
you want.
I made this list a while ago, and I did add movies here, so it's not finalized. It's just from what I remember. I got to
Yeah,
rewatch a bunch of movies.
a lot
So
of
I
a
told
lot
Chase
of
not
the
to freak out.
I'm going to freak out.
I
And
know.
a couple of the movies on the bottom for me are movies that I haven't seen in a while. I don't plan on seeing anytime
On
soon.
my list?
No, on my list.
Okay.
So
You added the anime, right?
yeah, yeah, I have the anime movies.
Okay.
Yeah,
And my memory's a little foggy with a lot of these films because I watched them when I was in like third and fourth grade. The ones that are a little higher up, I watched when I was younger, but there are other ones that I started watching during high school.
that's cute.
So,
All right, let's do this. Number 37.
All Monsters Attack. I remember this movie being a pile of fucking shit.
And guess what? It is a
It
pile of
is.
fucking shit because it's my 37 too. It's garbage.
It
It's
was
the
funny
worst
because
Godzilla movie ever.
if you remember Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd,
Yeah,
he reviewed all the Godzilla movies,
yeah.
and he's like, "This movie's a fucking shit.
It's terrible.
It's
It, it's
horrible."
it's. I think it has.
Like, God, there's Adam.
I think it has like nearly 50% of it is all um uh not stock footage but reused footage from the older films, like half of it, like a little bit more than half of it. Like it's a terrible, it's garbage.
Cody, that's you right
There's some
there.
He's fucking Min, yeah.
Fucking potato.
Number 36. Okay.
Destroy All Monsters.
It's
Um,
okay to be wrong.
I don't. Isn't that where they stomp the shit out of Ghidorah?
Yes, and it's hysterical. Also, we'll talk about it in a bit.
Like I said, I gotta rewatch some of these
Yeah,
films. This
yeah.
was my
You have to
list.
rewatch that.
I'm
Yeah, you
like I
have to
said, I'm gonna
rewatch
watch a
that
lot of
movie.
these films.
Yeah.
So,
My
uh,
36 is Son of Godzilla. It's basically this much
all
better. It's basically this much better than All Monsters Attack.
I'm flipping
Um,
that. I'm flipping it to what you have because
the movie is half reused footage from the older films.
yeah.
It's
So my
terrible. It's
yeah
terrible.
my 36 is
Son of
Son of
Godzilla. Okay.
Godzilla. Um,
35.
Destroy All Monsters because I just flipped them around.
Yeah. Yeah.
But go ahead. What's your 35?
35 is the Ebera horror of the deep. Um, I didn't see this movie until a couple years ago for the
It's
first
really
time.
bad.
It's
That I
really
remember.
bad, really bad.
Isn't that Godzilla versus the Sea Monster?
Yeah, yeah. It's not good. It's again. It's
No.
not 50-50 original and unused or reused footage, but it's pretty close. And the fights are garbage, and
Yeah.
it's really bad suit. Late 60s, not good. 34.
Godzilla versus Megalon.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally look like they're in a Ku Klux Klan outfit with those pointy hats.
Looks like Cody Space
Godzilla
in the
when
morning.
Jet Jaguar's holding Megalon and Godzilla just goes. This was
Oh,
me. My mom and I were like this. We're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm like, did I just see that? She's like, the fuck you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay.
My
That's when
number
we know.
34 is my number 34, 33, and 32 are the Godzilla anime trilogy.
Mine too.
Like, I, I don't know which one's the best because they all kind of are
I hated
mid
them
at
all.
best. They're all mid at best. They don't do anything special. So yeah, my 34, 33, and 32. So all that you do your 33 and 32.
My 33 to 31
Okay.
is the anime.
Okay.
I
Okay.
hated him.
Okay. Okay.
This
That
was
makes
me
sense.
the whole time I was watching it. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. It
I was
wasted potential.
bored.
Wasted potential for sure.
His roar was really annoying. It was loud
Yeah.
and screechy.
Yeah. It was wasted potential for sure.
Godzilla was kind of cool, I guess. His
He's
design,
great. He looks cool, but I think he takes
do
two
shit.
steps. I think he takes 2-3 steps in 3 films. I mean, he doesn't fucking move in this movie.
Really fight a
He
lot.
just goes in
What
a circle.
what
It
my
takes
main
two
issue
steps.
was with that anime, it was solely focused on the people than the
Yeah, that's the
monsters.
problem. That's the first problem. The character, the main character in this trilogy is awful. He's
Oh,
so annoying, so bad. My
I
31.
skipped through parts of it because I couldn't deal with
Oh,
it.
it's so boring. My 31 is Godzilla Raids Again, the first sequel. Um, it's okay. It's okay for the first movie to do a Godzilla fighting somebody else. It's okay. It would get better as time goes
I don't
on.
remember it. It's
Yeah,
up on my list. I just don't know.
it's the only other, I believe, black and white film in the franchise. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. It's just not good. It's just not good. It's really dated to the effects. Like the original looks good
Cody's
because
just sitting there going
he's
like,
just sitting there like, yeah, I saw it too.
he's like, yeah, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm
Yeah.
here.
So yeah, my 31 is Godzilla Raids Again. So number 30,
My number
AJ.
30 is Shin Godzilla. I hated this movie. I absolutely hated it. When you have Godzilla's mouth go like this, and then you have him shoot lasers out of his tail. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it was a
had me.
little weird.
And then you had
Yeah.
the monster looking like this with a dick for little arms. You had me laughing there. A penis with it looks like a fucking giant piece of shit with little arms and a turd face with eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. My number 30 is Godzilla 85, the American remake of
Oh
Godzilla
my god.
1984, or the return of Godzilla, I should
I
say.
hated the eyes.
Uh, um, American remakes usually don't work for me in this franchise. Um,
Yeah, I have this. It's
it
coming
just
up soon.
it doesn't work. The product placement, the humor, no. The Japanese side of the movie's good, but it's 50-50
I
Japanese
just
and
didn't
50
really
not good.
care.
29 or whichever one we're on. 29, I think we're on.
29 is Godzilla versus Sea Monster.
Yeah.
Um,
Or ever a horror from the deep. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't even know it was called that. It's okay. Um,
Yeah.
I've always appreciated all these films just because
Well, as a kid, I
it's a,
love them all
of course,
because
it's a man in a
giant.
suit.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
man in a suit, and you
Yeah.
can't take it seriously.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you loved it.
Yeah.
You loved it.
Yeah.
I loved them all. They were a lot of them I remember being very stupid.
Of course.
Some of the Millennium one. I was about to say Millennium,
Yeah.
and the Biolante ones.
Yeah.
I remember liking a lot because I you took it a little bit more
The
seriously.
Heisei. You
Yeah,
mean
the
the Heisei?
Heisei. The Heisei started being a little bit more dark and a little bit more like, oh shit.
Well, it starts off that way, and then it gets a little goofy as like this.
It
The
had its moments,
movie goes
absolutely,
on.
but
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Destroyer, whatever the fuck you
Yeah.
call him.
Yeah.
That one was pretty dark.
Yeah. It
Uh,
starts and ends dark, and everything else in between. A little. It's fun as
Godzilla
hell.
had probably one of the coolest looks.
I'll get to the
Yeah, we'll
Heisei
talk about that.
era. My 29 is Godzilla versus Megalon. Um, he looks cool. Yeah, this is the one where they pull. Yeah, Jet Jaguar, Jet
Not a
Jaguar.
fan of him.
No, he's fun.
He's okay. He's fun in the
Yeah,
games.
this whole movie is just Jun Fukuda, I have to say his name. The director, he really brought his style to them, and they were very kiddie and very
Yeah.
goofy and very
Telling you, the Ku Klux Klan members are in there.
yeah.
Like my
For sure.
mom's like, she's like, "What the fuck is this?" I said,
28, good sir.
28 is Godzilla 85.
Yeah.
The Japanese stuff was fine, like
Yeah.
the human stuff.
Yeah.
The monster just looked really doofy.
Yeah.
I just like
The
I just loved
Japanese stuff is good.
they
The
were
American stuff
I
is
loved
bad.
how there were buildings that were taller than him.
Yeah.
Like that is what kind of took me out of it too. Was just because it's like Godzilla's taller than a skyscraper, and there's buildings that are
taller than him. Yeah.
Like at least the MonsterVerse ones, they got that right.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a couple buildings in San Francisco that were a little bit taller, but otherwise, he was taller than most of the buildings. He's the tallest Godzilla in the movies, is what they've confirmed. So,
my 28 is Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Really?
Now let me say this.
Okay.
I have a lot of fun with this movie, but it's a very paint by numbers Godzilla film. It's a very generic Godzilla movie. It is literally.
Isn't Morgira in it?
Maybe. I don't remember. No, Space Godzilla is a fun movie, but it's the most generic Godzilla movie ever. It's a very paint by numbers. Godzilla arrives, monster arrives, Space Godzilla looks cool, Godzilla looks cool, they fight, movie ends. Like, it's fine. The fights are fun, but overall, the movie
gets ready for takeoff.
Yeah, but overall, the movie itself is a very generic Godzilla film, and for me, it's the worst of the Heisei series. But it's like a 4-star movie for me. I really enjoy it.
I love how Space Godzilla is
three and a half
really
star movie.
Fucking cool.
Yeah. Oh, he looks great.
Yeah, and then I love how every time Morgira comes at him, Space Godzilla just like throws him around like a fucking slinky. Yeah. Godzilla's just going like, he's like, damn, this guy's getting his ass beat. I want to go in now. I forgot, how did they kill him again?
I don't remember.
Break his crystals?
I'm too tired. I don't remember.
Fair.
27.
27 is
Godzilla 1954.
Oh, God,
you would have that at 27. Anyway, what was it? Sorry,
Invasion of Astro Monster.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really remember anything about this.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's not the best movie in the franchise, but it's fun. I like it. My 27 is Godzilla versus Gigan. Listen, this fucking movie is just.
I love that movie.
It's entertaining as shit. Fucking Gigan's got the cook claw thing. He's like,
I remember when Godzilla threw a rock at fucking Ghidorah. One head went like this, and the other head was just like, what?
Yes. There's just some supremely entertaining shit in this movie. This from like 28 on for me is I like all these movies. They're lower, but I like them all. So there we go. The fuck are you doing? Jason Goes to Hell. You having a stroke there, bud?
I'm just swiping my notifications away.
On Grindr? You swiping on Grindr?
Swiping my notifications away.
All right, let's get going here. 26, AJ.
Ghidorah, the three-headed monster.
Okay. Yeah.
I've always loved Ghidorah. I think, in my point of view, he's probably the best Godzilla villain.
Yeah.
Because those two really hate each other.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much about this movie.
It's fun, but yeah. I don't have it much higher. I'll tell you that much. Turn that shit back on.
Is that Rodan? It is Rodan.
My number 26 is Godzilla 2000, the weakest for me of the Millennium series. I like the suit, but I don't know. The movie's okay.
Orga?
It's okay.
I like Orga.
It's very paint by...
It shoves his head in his mouth.
It's just like Godzilla versus Space. Godzilla for me just a little bit better.
Godzilla 2000, the Millennium suit is
the first movie
fucking amazing.
I believe it's the first movie in the Millennium series. But yeah, it's
the first American... It's the second American Godzilla film to be in theaters. But directed by a Japanese person.
No, it's a Japanese movie, but it was the first Godzilla movie to be over in America. I know what you mean.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant that.
Dumb, dense piece of shit. Anyway, yeah, my 26 is Godzilla 2000. 25.
The Return of Godzilla.
It's okay to be wrong. My 25 is Godzilla versus Hedorah. And if you want to watch the most acid trippy fucking movie you've ever seen in your life, watch this movie.
I remember renting it from Blockbuster because I rented most of these from Blockbuster, and I was like, in the third or fourth grade. I literally thought I bought the wrong movie or I rented the wrong movie until I saw Godzilla. And I'm like, oh, well, there's
You were,
that.
oh, this is a Godzilla movie. Why?
Like when I thought Jason Goes to Hell, I bought the wrong disc.
Don't do drugs while watching this movie. You will be like, wow. 24.
Godzilla vs. Gigan. I had fun with this movie.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, for sure.
It was kind of bloody at moments.
Yeah, it's got some blood in it.
Godzilla
Sure.
gets, yeah.
My 24 is Godzilla, three-headed monster.
You mean Ghidorah?
What did I say?
Said Godzilla.
I say Godzilla. Yeah, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's a Ghidorah movie. It's a Godzilla movie. It's fun. 23.
Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Isn't
Which
that with?
one?
She says King Ghidorah. That's the one with Mecha King Ghidorah.
The 1990, was that 92? 93?
91.
91, okay.
I don't remember much of this movie.
You need to rewatch that. You need to rewatch that movie. Squelm fuck. My 23 is Invasion of Astro Monster. I probably should put Ghidorah or the three-headed monster at 23 and then put this one at 24. But it's a fun movie. I enjoy both these movies. They're just lower on my list because. So yeah, 22.
Godzilla versus the shit monster. He literally shoves his hand. It looks like Dookie got all over his fucking hand.
Yeah.
I had a friend in high school. I always called him Dookie. I don't know why.
Because you were a giant Limp Bizkit fan.
Sure, we'll go with
They
that.
have a song. I think it's called Nuki though, or Nookie, but whatever. Anyway, my 22 is Godzilla, Tokyo SOS. It's
Get
fun.
the fuck out of here.
No, I like it. It's fun. I just like 21 movies more. It's fun. I like the Millennium series. It's fun, but I just like 21 movies more. Oh, there we go. 21. There, Squillum, fuck.
Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2.
Yeah, you really need to rewatch the Heisei era, bud.
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
That's a regular rotation for me of the franchise.
Wait,
anyway,
Mecha King Ghidorah's in it?
Yeah.
I gotta watch it again.
Yes, you do. My 21 is Godzilla versus Megaguirus or Megaguirus.
Megaguirus, yeah.
Say his name. Again, fun movie. I like it a bit more than SOS, but overall, I have 20 more movies that I like more than it. But it's fun. I enjoy it. Sure. Number 20, Swillum, fuck.
Terror of Mechagodzilla?
You need to rewatch this franchise.
I know.
You really need to rewatch this.
I don't even remember. I remember
this movie. This movie's
what's
on
the
Tubi.
Picture?
Go watch it on Tubi.
Oh,
it's on Tubi or HBO Max or Max, whatever the fuck.
There's one picture. Is it Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla where he's got his arm out. He's kind of looking. I'm like, I'm gonna dock you in the face.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. We should read.
I'm gonna dock you in the face.
That's funny. All right, where? Number 20?
Yes, sir.
Your favorite movie, Shin Godzilla. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But I agree
PG.
there was some... Huh?
Thank you. It's PG.
You're PG. No, I
just said that.
That's cute. No, I like this movie. I do agree that there is some weird things in it. Like Hideki Anno tried too hard to make stuff cool, and it didn't work. Again, with the mouth and the tail and it's going everywhere and it
little
didn't work.
Arms like.
But I like the human story here. It's too long.
-1.
It's too long and it's too dialogue heavy. But overall, I don't mind this film. I do watch it every couple years, but
sorry to hear that.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's right here at my number 20. Number 19, Squillum, fuck.
King Kong vs. Godzilla.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear.
King Kong vs. Godzilla.
You really need to rewatch this fucking franchise.
I remember they fought around that building.
It's the greatest
They're
movie ever.
hitting the building together. I'm like,
It's the greatest movie ever. My number 19 is Godzilla 2014. I have come around on this film. This movie would have been a lot lower on my list a couple years ago.
oh yeah,
The last number of years, I really, 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 really come around on this film. I understand what they were going for. But I still am very, very frustrated with this film at
Me
multiple
too.
times. I do not. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen as actors and as siblings in Avengers and as husband and wife in this film. It's still really weird to me that they did that in back.
Bryan Cranston dying was a big cop out.
I love Bryan Cranston in this film. He's the best human character in this film. He dies way too early. He should have been the main character. Aaron Taylor Johnson should have died. And the fights. We get what, 2 or 3 cop outs.
And you don't even see them.
And then we see the fight. The fun there's 2 scenes in this film that give me goosebumps and absolutely make me come. And it's the Hawaii sequence.
Oh yeah.
And it's the end sequence.
Where he opens up his mouth, he's like, open wide.
When you see Godzilla for the first time, when the camera pans up in Hawaii,
I was like,
you have goosebumps. You're like, and then it cuts away to the fucking kid, and you're like, no.
And you see it on the TV, and I'm like,
and then you watch the end fight, and it's still too dark, and it's still too human heavy.
The roar sequence when the camera kind of just pans up and you just look and you start to roar. That's like one of the greatest sequences. But like my thing was like the Mutos. What the fuck were they?
They were cool.
Penis with arm monsters.
I liked them, but they're not nearly as good as
I remember
or memorable as some other in this franchise.
I remember hearing back then when they were talking about doing the sequel to Godzilla 2014, and they said Godzilla's going to actually fight a monster that he actually fought.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like this film. The atomic breath scene, by the way, when you first see it, the atomic breath is come worthy. Also, I should point that out too. But yeah, I enjoyed this film a lot more than I did a couple years ago, and it's my number 19. So number 18. Or squell and fuck. And hurry it up. You're the one that wants to hurry, so hurry it up.
Raids Again.
Yeah, the first sequel. Yeah, it's fine. It's low on my list.
I remember it.
It's fine. Fine. My number 19 is Destroy All Monsters. This movie is so doofy. This movie is so dumb. This movie is so bad, but I absolutely love it. How dumb and bad it is. And it's my number 19. So yeah, 18.
Godzilla 77.
Which one were we at? I'm sorry. I kept saying
17.
19.
17.
Okay, 17. Yes, sorry.
Godzilla 77.
What are you talking about? Show me the poster. Squell and fuck. I can't see the poster. You gotta click on it to make it bigger. Up. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you.
It says.
I don't know what you did. Who's the director on it?
Ishiro Honda and Terry O'Morse. 96 minutes.
What year?
Re-edited Italian language dubbed version of Godzilla.
Oh, it's the Italian version. I don't have that on my list. I've never seen it. But that's fine. Okay, where were we? 17?
Yeah.
Okay, mine is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Against. Come on, Wi-Fi. Don't fuck with me now. Yeah, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. A fun movie that I enjoy. What the fuck is she doing?
She's got a cold and she's trying to breathe, and then now she sounds like a freaking like that kazoo kid.
She sounds like a hyena. She sounds like a hyena in Lion King.
That sounds like a hyena in Lion King.
That's funny. Number 16, Squirrel and Fuck.
Mothra vs. Godzilla.
The 1964.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Should be
I
higher.
like that one.
My number 16 is Godzilla Final Wars. I like this movie a lot. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's a little too over the top for my liking, but I enjoy it for what it is.
Monster X.
Yeah, it's fun. It's entertaining, but it's nowhere near the worst of the franchise, but not the best for me. 15.
Godzilla versus Megaguirus. Gyrus. I like it.
Vaginas, yeah.
I'd have fun with it. I like when Godzilla is like getting stung by these mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Fuck you!" and he slams himself to a rock.
Yeah. Number 15 for me is Godzilla versus Mothra from 1992.
Christ. You good?
I like the movie. It's fun. Great Godzilla suit. But
Which one? Which number was this? The 92?
15. Godzilla versus Mothra from 92. I really like it. It's fun. It's not as good as the original Mothra versus Godzilla for me, but it's close. But yeah, I really like this film. The problem with this movie is the Mothra suit is awkward. Didn't look right.
You do know that it's on wires, right?
Yes, I know, and you can tell it's on wires. Like, that's the problem with.
It's the problem with most of these films.
Yeah.
Like Godzilla and Gigan or Ghidorah and Gigan were just going around in circles.
Yeah. 14.
Godzilla against Mechagodzilla.
Nice. I have Terror of Mechagodzilla at my 14. The sequel, the last of the not Millennium, the Showa, went out with a bang. Fun movie, really fun movie. 13.
13 is Godzilla vs Mothra, 92.
Yep.
I like that one.
I have Mothra versus Godzilla, the original. And the reason why is because I think Mothra actually looks better and flies better in this film, and the story is fantastic. I love this movie. It could be higher, but I love it. It's great. Number 12.
Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla, 74.
Okay, yeah. So the original, yeah. Nice, love it. Kody. 5, 4. Yeah, that's what I thought. Number 12 for me is Godzilla vs. Kong, the 2021 movie. I love this movie. It's fucking awesome. There's just some stuff in there for me that I'm just like, that would never happen. There's no way Godzilla loses to Godzilla but then Kong loses to Godzilla? No. Sorry. No.
Godzilla was really tired.
I don't care. Kong's not gonna. And you think Kong can beat when he's got the shit kicked out of him by Godzilla? Fuck no. No.
They should have Godzilla kill off Mechagodzilla. I'm sorry, but they should have had him kill him off.
Kong. Fun movie, great monster fights. Probably the best. Probably the best action in the MonsterVerse. And it's good that there's no humans.
And it's good that there's going to be an 8-minute long fight scene in the new one.
Number 11, Squill and Fuck.
Godzilla vs. Biollante.
Great movie. Higher on my list. We'll talk about it in a second.
Love this movie.
Number 11.
Okay.
No, go. Real quick.
I remember loving this movie in high school for the first time I watched it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, this movie's great.
It was the first movie that I remember being like invested in the human story with the Godzilla film ever.
For sure.
It's really, really good. I'll talk about it in a second. My number 11 is King Kong versus Godzilla, the original. It's not good. It's not good, but it's total nostalgia. It's so much fun. The Godzilla suit is fine. The Kong suit is horrendous. His arms look like this.
Like Kody right now?
It's hysterical. I love the movie. My number 11.
Kody. He's like, yeah.
My number 11. Number 10, Skull and Fuck.
Godzilla versus Destroya.
She's still doing that?
She's trying to breathe here.
Go tell her to blow her nose.
She knows that she's going to blow her nose, but she just can't do it out.
Anyway. What was your 10? What was your 10, sorry?
Godzilla versus Destroya.
Destroya, I have that a bit higher on my list. God damn it, I just closed my list. Motherfucker.
I love that movie. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Great. It's a fantastic movie. So much fun. My number 10 is The Return of Godzilla from 84. Yes, the eyes in the close-ups are really doofy, but the actual not close-up looks pretty good. But yeah, this was the closest to the original for me for a long while. Yeah, I really like it. It's not as good as some say it is, but I think the top 10 worthy for me. Might be nostalgia, but I like it. My number 10, Number 9, Skrill and Fuck.
Tokyo SOS. I like it a lot. I love the look of Godzilla. I like the fights.
Number 9 for me is Godzilla King of the Monsters from 2019. My favorite of the MonsterVerse, including Kong. I love this movie. This movie made me feel like I was a 5-year-old kid again watching a Heisei or a Showa film on TV or renting it from Blockbuster. I love this movie. The human characters, I don't care. But watching the monster fights in this movie had me bucketing in the fucking theater. Like I couldn't believe it. I love this movie. Still love this movie to this day. I don't get the hate for it. My number 9. Number 8.
Number 8 is Godzilla Final Wars. I love this one. Probably my favorite of the Millennium ones.
Yeah.
I just love how every fucking monster's in it.
Yeah.
The laughing dude's a little annoying, but
Yeah, think.
Yeah.
My number 8 is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, the original. Best Mechagodzilla design, along with Terror of Mechagodzilla. Second to last of the Showa era. They really did something really, really special with this movie because the last few Godzilla films before it had been really terrible. And then this and Terror of Mechagodzilla rounded out the Showa era on a high note. But yeah, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla is a great movie. One of the best of the franchise for me. My number 8. Number 7.
Yeah, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla.
Yeah. My number 7 is Godzilla vs. Biollante. Like AJ said, it's a great movie. Like it's actually a good human story too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's probably my favorite human.
I just love the fights
story.
with Godzilla and Biollante. It's just like Godzilla just runs in head first, and there's like one thing grabbing his neck, and he's grabbing the other one. He's biting the other one, and then Biollante's like, ah.
And it's very rare for this franchise to have a monster that's so unique.
It's a plant.
So awesome. Like it's so good. Like
Biollante.
I want Biollante back. I would love to see what
Monster
modern technology could do with her. It was
or
awesome.
-1 director could do it.
Yeah, for sure. Number 6, Skrill and Fuck.
Godzilla, Giant Monsters All Out Attack.
Nice.
I fucking love this movie. Godzilla's look is great. When he fights Baragon, the one that goes under, the one that has Kody ears. And his face looks like he just did a line of coke.
Yeah.
I like Baragon. I think he's kind of cute.
Gets his ass kicked in every movie.
He's fucked up. Amazing. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my god, no! he literally reminds me of Kody if Kody was half pig.
Well, that face he is. So.
Oh yeah.
My number 6 is Godzilla -1, the new guy. I could have it higher. It probably is going to go higher when I rewatch this film. I've only seen it once. I know you've seen it twice. I love this movie. It's the best. Yeah, it's the best human story for me in the franchise. I just have it here at 6 for now because I know it's probably going to go up at some point. And
it went up for me.
I didn't want to put it too high or too low, so I put it right here at number 6 where it's high. But it's probably going to go up. When this movie comes out on Blu-ray.
You think it will, right?
And it'll,
It will. You think?
Oh, I hope so. I hope
sure
to God it comes out.
I mean, Shin Godzilla did, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, number 6, Godzilla -1. Great human story. Great Godzilla action. The best human story of any Godzilla film ever. Number 6.
My number 5 is Godzilla 2014.
Okay. Oh wow. You have that really high.
How the God's name are you supposed to be doing this?
I gave this a watch last year, the year before. I still have tons of issues with it, but I like the mystery aspect of like Godzilla kind of like, they're trying to hide him, but he's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not going to just stay hidden.
Yeah.
Like, I like that story. I didn't care for the characters much. But I appreciated like Godzilla just for what it is. Yeah. Gareth Edwards, like My thing with Gareth Edwards is that he teased us so much with Godzilla. Like in the trailer, you barely saw him at all.
To the point that when you watch Rogue One and the scene
Yes.
with the Vader scene, we all thought he was gonna cut, but thank God he didn't.
I mean,
Another
even his
thing I wanna
newest
say-
movie, The Creator,
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah,
I loved
need
it.
to
It
watch
was Gareth. I felt like I was watching a futuristic, modern day Star Wars film. It was awesome.
So I really want to mention one more thing. The bridge
Sure.
sequence in 2014 was really awesome too. I really
The San
liked
Francisco one.
it. Yeah, when he destroys the bridge, awesome scene too.
That's
Awesome.
in the Monarch show, and they talk a lot about it, and it's
Nice.
awesome.
Nice. My number 5 is Godzilla versus Destoroyah. For the promotional campaign for this movie, they said that Godzilla was going to die, and when I was a kid, I cried 100 times watching this movie.
Oh, and I'm thinking,
It's awesome. It's a great movie, but the finale, what we thought was going to be the finale at that point, is really well done. Like,
and his
they
son
don't
dies for a second, then he comes back.
Yeah, and he's the one that kills Destoroyah. No,
Oh,
I
the
love.
military kills him.
No, Godzilla Jr. gets a couple hits in too, though.
To watch the
But
concert.
yes,
Right after this, I promise.
no, I love this movie. It's so good. It's my number 5. It's one of my favorites of the entire franchise. It's one of my favorite monster films of all time.
Yep.
Number 4.
King of the Monsters, Godzilla.
King of the Jews.
King of the
2014?
Jew, Godzilla 2019, King of the
2019,
Jew, King of the Jews.
Only you can say that because you're Jewish.
Well, no, man, I got it from Amanda. She just said it.
You're
I love
dumb.
this movie. You got Ghidorah's easily like the best looking monster in that movie. Rodan could have done more. Mothra could have done more.
Ah, fuck you.
That too. Millie Bobby Brown annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
She's great in Stranger Things, but what
Like
the
I
fuck?
said, who gives a shit about the fucking human characters in this?
This
I
movie
don't.
was. I feel this movie was a tad bit long.
Yeah.
A tad too long. The middle half was really boring.
Yeah, it gets a little boring. Yeah.
The monster fights were cool, but then it was kind of focused on humans. Like I don't give a fuck. Vera Farmiga's okay in this. She's kind of annoying. Kyle Chandler's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
And then what's his face from Game of Thrones is in it.
He's fine. He's good.
The jokes were okay.
Bradley Whitford's in a whole totally different movie. I don't know what movie he's in.
I don't know what the hell he was in.
And when he says he wants to have kids, I'm like, you're like 60, dude. You talking about you want
When
kids?
Godzilla fought Ghidorah in Antarctica, that was just cum worthy. When you just roar, like Godzilla roars it and the camera goes, "All right, what here?"
Like I said, when I watched
Boston
it the
sequence
first
is
time, I
great
thought
with
it was
Godzilla juiced up, burning Godzilla.
like
This movie did make me cry a little bit when Godzilla was getting the fuck beat out of him, just because
I
it
didn't
was.
cry, but I was like, no, yeah.
I was crying just because he was getting the fuck beat out of him, and I'm just like, oh my god, no, because it was like, yeah. Anyway,
Number 4 for me is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. Besides the terrible Mechagodzilla look in this movie, I do not like the Kiryu or not Kiryu, but the Mechagodzilla look in the Heisei era.
Yeah.
I kind of love this movie. It's fucking great. It's
Fuck.
my favorite Mechagodzilla movie. It's one of my favorite Godzilla movies. And
fuck
my number
you,
4.
Kody.
Yeah, fuck you too, Kody.
My number 3 is Godzilla from 54. This movie is
Too low.
No.
Yes.
This movie is the definition of an awesome monster movie. Horror too.
Not a monster movie.
I'm sorry. Just
Dumb dance.
you know what I mean.
Post-war drama film.
Yeah, post-war drama. Slight horror too, which I enjoyed.
Very much horror.
Oh yeah. And it's fun. Cody, I will kick your fucking ass. Pussy bitch. All right. Yep. I love this movie.
Number 3
don't
is
think that-
Godzilla versus King Ghidorah from '91 for me. This movie and Mechagodzilla could switch. These two switch for me all the time. I love this movie. It's amazing. It's awesome. I love it. Number 2.
Godzilla vs. Kong. I appreciate this movie.
Appreciate it at your number 2. Okay.
I love this movie so much. Like having Godzilla and Kong and Mechagodzilla and other monsters from Kong's like Skull Island and shit. Awesome. I loved the fights. There was like what 4 or 5 fights in this movie. Like half of them were Godzilla versus Kong, and Godzilla like getting on all fours and crawling down like an actual lizard was really cool. Godzilla was ruthless in this movie when he smiled. I'm like,
when he hits fucking Kong and he smiles, dude.
when he
I
just
was one of
steps
like
on his chest.
2 or 3 people in my theater because it was still during COVID. I was laughing so hard that 2 or 3 people looked at me like, "Fuck is this guy laughing?"
I love the scene where he steps on his chest and he just like roars in his face. He's like,
Then Kong just
"Fuck
roars right
you!"
back.
Yeah, and then Kong was a pussy in this movie. Kong got his ass beat.
Yeah, because he's Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla's better.
My number 2 is GMK, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, and this is where Chase's bucket comes in, and it just gets destroyed. This is my favorite versus movie in the entire franchise. This movie kicks ass. This is evil, pissed off. I don't give a fuck about who you are, Godzilla. I love this movie. I absolutely
Shut the fuck up, Cody. You don't know what we're talking about.
love. This is one of the greatest monster films of all time. I love this movie. The only complaint I have is that it ends. I love this movie. Number 1, Skrill and Fuck.
My number 1 is Godzilla -1.
God, you're still going?
This is the last one. This movie is the best Godzilla film I've ever seen in my entire life.
This movie is AIDS.
Shut up.
The movie is AIDS.
Talk about like
AIDS.
pure evil.
AIDS.
You?
Yes. Godzilla's evil. His atomic
Oh,
breath
yeah.
is just
AIDS.
Awesome.
Just AIDS.
His
kills
atomic breath
3,000
in this,
people.
his atomic breath in this movie is come.
And he's got like
AIDS.
stop. And he's got like
AIDS.
regenerated stuff.
AIDS.
regenerated stuff.
Yeah. And you care about the humans.
AIDS.
Stop. Yeah. Fuck you, Cody.
My number 1 is the 1954 original. It's a post-war drama film. It's amazing. It's not a monster film. Post-war drama of a nation that's recovering and they get shit kicked in again by a giant
Fucking
lizard
AIDS.
monster dinosaur thing. I love this movie. It's not the one I watch the most in this franchise. That would be GMK. But overall,
AIDS.
I love this movie. It's amazing.
Fucking
My number 1.
AIDS.
My favorite
It's that
movie of all time.
shit-ass movie. Just fucking AIDS.
So yeah, that's it for this one, people. We'll
Like
talk to you later.
gonorrhea.
Cody and I have to go watch Friday
Fucking
the 13th part
AIDS,
5
man.
and 9. So can't wait to die.
Listen, the medication don't
Bye,
fucking
Skrill and
work.
Fuck. You want to watch part 5 with us?
Another time.
That's
Fucking
to you.
AIDS.